Hey, this Omar, and just continuing this, this little series I got about like who you think's gonna have a better season. So the next up on the list of people I wanted to, you know, speak on was between T.J. Hockenson versus Zach Ertz, and so um they both had kind of like this a similar season last year. You know, um, T.J. Hockenson had 61 catches for 583 and 4 touchdowns. Zach Ertz had 56 catches for 574 and 3 touchdowns. He also had two more touchdowns when he was with Philly. So as far as like who gonna have a better season, I don't know, man, cause it's like TJ is an interesting player in the sense of people have like been wondering when he's gonna take that next step to go to that next level or whatever. He kind of been like hasn't had a monster year yet where I don't know whether he hasn't been featured or what, but he hasn't really gotten to like 80 or 90 catches to where he's like one of them, top tier tight ends to where you be like, yeah, he's definitely somebody to look out for. I know last year he was battling injuries, and so he was kind of dinged up, and so maybe that's why his stats might not have been, like a monsterish. But you know, they they got a lot of people over there. A lot of people they trying to feed and go. He might kind of want to work the outside instead of working the middle. Even though Hockenson, most weeks do have like a matchup advantage. You got him on Ross St. Brown, the rookie that came on for them, and definitely golf kind of favored him a little more. You add on the pieces that they got with the rookie Jameson Williams and Josh Reynolds, not to mention Khalif Raymond, and then also they be dumping it down to Swift. So I guess in some weeks from game to game, he kind of he's last week he definitely got lost. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of other people that they were trying to get a rock to. So I always been wondering about him because he been a player that you would thought would have came, and especially the new NFL, that they would have they would try to feature him more so that he can he can kind of open up the field for them, but it hasn't been that as of yet. Now Zach Ertz, he in a very very good situation. You feel me? Like they added Marquise Brown, so I'm thinking Murray and him, but they gonna pick off where they left off from college, and then you got Hopkins is gonna come back, after his suspension, and then the other pieces they got with the backup tight end Max Williams, and then they got I think they got Wesley and Moore as far as the other receivers, and so he's also in the same kind of spot with TJ. That's maybe why their stats was pretty similar, to where he could be featured, but for some just for whatever reason is both of their coaches haven't figured out how to work them into the offense to where they can be put more of their imprint on the game. And so I'm kind of more shocked with the guy, Hockenson, because, the coach is like a former tight end. So, I would think that he would kind of press the OC to want to, like, see what he got, whether he can start opening up the field for them as far as allowing, if you feed the tight ends and, people have to respect them, then they can start, having single coverage on the outside. But, like I said, as of yet, TJ hasn't really shown that. At least Ertz in the past, he has shown, like, yeah, if you feature him, he could be a horse and he can just, like, be a stat monster. But, they're both in good positions to where if any one of the pieces kind of get hurt, they can each pick up the slack with no issues. So I guess it's all gonna be if TJ shows that he come back from his injury and whether he's actually going to get featured this year. I think because Hopkins is not there, I think Ertz has an opportunity because now he would have had an off season with the Cardinals and doing OTAs and all that. So that probably would benefit him. So maybe his stats might be a little bit more this year. I think they shouldn't forget how talented he is. I know they made the trade for him, but they should definitely seek to feature him more to make their offense, both their offense could be more dynamic. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm gonna say, who probably have a better statistical season, I might just lean more towards Ertz because Ertz has shown, more, like, even with him transitioning to a new offense, he still was able to have, more yards than Hockenson. So I might lean towards Ertz as far as having the better season between the two. Alright, so that's just my quick take on Hockenson versus Ertz. And so I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Alright.